love and devotion, please recite after me. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Habiballah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Habiballah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah.
وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله.
وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله.
There are many blessings and benefits of reciting durood and salam on the best of creation, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So many blessed ahadith in which the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tells us the blessings of sending salawat upon him.
Subhanallah.
For example, he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I'll give you the summary of the hadith, the one who recites 50 times durood upon me, he will shake hands with me on the day of Qiyamah. Only reciting the Durood Sharif 50 times, half a tasbih, you will get the privilege of shaking hands with the most beautiful hand that was ever created. And if you complete that tasbih, then what happens? The one who recites 100 times, it's mentioned in the hadith, the summary is, that it will be written in between both of his eyes, this person is free from hypocrisy and the fire of hell. 100 Durood Sharif and look at the blessings. And what if you do more? What if you do 1,000? 1,000 Durood Sharif mentioned in the hadith again. Summary is, the one who recites Durood Sharif 1,000 times daily, he will not die until he sees his place in paradise. See his place in paradise first, then he will die. These are the blessings. So my dear son, brothers, try to recite the Durood Sharif as much as you can throughout your day, throughout your life, whether you're at work, whether you are driving, whether you're on the tube, wherever you are. Recite the Durood Sharif on the best of creation, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Minimum, every single day, you should try to recite at least 313 times. It is a Madani in'am. 313 times you should recite at least minimum. Why? It's not a random number. Because the ulama explained to us that the one who recites Durood Pak 313 times, it is as if he has recited Durood Sharif in abundance.
Subhanallah.
What's the benefit of this? The beautiful hadith of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The summary is that without doubt, the one to attain salvation quickly on the day of judgment from its horrors and accountability is the one who recites Durood in abundance in the word. On the day of judgment, if you want accountability to be done quickly, recite Durood Sharif in abundance. Because if our judgment begins, we're destroyed. We don't have any good deeds. We know our situation is. صلوا على الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم. Let's try some good intentions. I know everyone has come here with some good intentions, but let's try to renew intentions if we have already. If we haven't, then let's make good intentions. Because the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, نِيَّةُ الْمُؤْمِنِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ. خَيْرٌ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ. Meaning that the intention of a believer is better than his action. And remember that without any good intentions, you won't get any reward. If you come here because my dad was coming here, so I thought I'd tag along with him, or I was forced to come here, you won't get any reward for this. We need to make good intentions so we get a reward, and the more intentions we make, the more reward that we will get. So let's make the fundamental, the first intention is that I am sitting here for the pleasure of Allah. I'm sitting here so that I can learn the knowledge of Islam. I'm sitting here so I can develop the love of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I'm sitting here because I want to make a Muslim happy. I want to make Mustafa Bhai happy because he has invited me. I'm sitting here with all these intentions, and it's going to get packed as well. So make this intention that when someone comes to sit near me, I will make room for him. Make this intention that if someone pushes me during the Milad, I will remain patient. I won't argue with him. The more intentions we make, the more reward that we will get. Inshallah. Sallu ala al-Habib. Sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jalla. We are here in this beautiful gathering, a gathering of Milad. We are celebrating the birth of the coolness of our eyes, the most revered one, the most praised one, the most honored one, and undoubtedly the most beautiful one. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Durood Sharif Pariye, Sallu ala al-Habib. Alhamdulillah, we are here expressing our happiness in the month month of Rabiul Awwal, and even throughout the entire year, we decorate our houses, we put the lights on, we decorate with flags, with a beautiful flag like that as well. Alhamdulillah. We express our happiness. We celebrate the fact that in this month, this dunya received its greatest blessing. The beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam came into this world with full force and brightened the entire universe. Alhamdulillah. But the question is, why do we do it all? What's the point of it? Why do we do this? And one simple answer to this is because we love the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are amongst those fortunate people who are happy on the arrival of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are happy, so we celebrate. Alhamdulillah. Just everyone gets happy when they have a child. We get happy when the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to this world. We try to express our happiness by doing all of these things. Alhamdulillah. Loving the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is necessary for all of us. Loving the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a must for all of us. It's a must for all Muslims. In this world, we love our parents, we love our children, we love our brothers and sisters, we love our relatives. But listen to this: not loving any of these people, not loving your parents, not loving your relatives, this doesn't have any effect on your iman. You understand? If you don't love your parents, it won't have any effect on your iman. But loving the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the basic necessity of iman. In fact, loving the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is iman. This is the love of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam said himself that none of you can become a true believer until I am dear to him, then his parents, children, and all the people. So we need to love him more than anyone who has done in this entire universe. So on the topic of Ishq Rasul, on the topic of the love of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let's listen about the greatest lovers of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We love the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam more than the Sahaba Ikram, the blessed companions of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Once the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam made an announcement: give your possessions for sadaqah in the way of Allah. This announcement was made. And in obedience to this splendid saying of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best companions alayhim ridwan, they gave sadaqah from their possessions as much as they could afford. And we have heard this before, that Sayyidina Uthman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala, he gave sadaqah for 10,000 mujahideen and spent 10,000 dinars. And further, by saying labbaik to the saying of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he radiyallahu ta'ala presented 900 camels and 100 horses with all the goods. We've heard this before. And also Sayyidina Umar Faruq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala, he brought half of all of his things in his home. We have heard that Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar radiyallahu ta'ala, what did he do? He brought everything, all of his belongings. Now when this happened, when he brought all of his belongings, subhanAllah, beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked, very pleased, Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, what have you left for your family? And he radiyallahu ta'ala said, I have come to you with all my possessions of my home, all the possessions of my home, for my family members, Allah Azza wa Jal and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam are sufficient. And when he said this, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala was astonished and surprised and said that I can never surpass Amir al-Mu'mineen Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala in good deeds, subhanAllah. Now, by listening to this, my dear son brothers, this is what you call true Ishq Rasul. When you speak about Ishq Rasul, this is what you call true Ishq Rasul. When the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives a command, when the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam requires something from us, what do we need to say? Labbaik. Labbaik, I am present. I am ready to do whatever. This is what we need to say when the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives us a command. Now, we can also learn from this that when the pious people of the past, when Sahaba Ikram alayhi wa ridwan got the chance to spend in the path of Allah Ta'ala, what was their situation? How did they deal with this? They gave everything that they could afford. He radiyallahu ta'ala, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala, gave everything of their belongings, everything. But what is our situation? Whenever we listen to something, we should always ponder about on our own situation. When we get the opportunity to donate in the path of Allah Ta'ala, on the day of Jumu'ah, for example, someone comes, the guy with the bucket, he comes, and what do? We look into our pockets, we dig deep to find some pennies. Or we open our wallet and just put in some few coins in. This is our situation. Or what happens is we got two £5 notes, one nice shiny crispy one and one crumpled up ripped one. What we're going to do? In the bucket we're going to put the ripped up one. What's going on here? They both work for the exact same money, but we're going to put the ripped up one. You should give the crispy nice one in the path of Allah Ta'ala. We should learn from the pious saints of the past, the blessed companions, radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. When it comes to donating in the path of Allah Ta'ala, we have £100 shoes on our feet, but when it comes we want to give pennies. Every one of us here, probably 80% have iPhones. 80% have phones worth more than £1,000. When it comes to giving into that bucket, it's all about pennies. It shouldn't be like this. When the chance is given to you to donate in the path of Allah Ta'ala, it is a privilege for us to earn great good deeds. So we should definitely give wholeheartedly when we get the chance. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Similarly, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. How much love did he have for the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? How much passion did he have when it came to acting upon the sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? So we're learning a few things in this bayan. Number one, what have we learned? We have learned that when we get the chance to donate in the path of Allah Ta'ala, we should give wholeheartedly. Number two, we have learned when the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gives us a command or requires us to do something, what is our reply? Labbaik. Number three, what we learned. One more thing we're going to learn today is the love of the sunnah of the blessed companions alayhi ridwan. Sayyidina Uthman Ghani Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala, subhanallah. How much he had passion to act upon the sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because when you love someone, you do everything you can to copy that person, isn't it? People these days are copying the footballers, they're copying the actors, and unfortunately they're copying the gangsters. This is the reality. But the fortunate people, they copy the best of all the best. When there is a perfect example in front of you, then why do we need to go to someone else? We need to copy the best of all creation. And Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, subhanallah, once their beloved son, Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, he came to them, and Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala was wearing new clothes. Sayyidina Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala then cut the sleeves of the new clothing. Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala told them, he asked, "O son, pull its long sleeves from the edges and cut the piece that goes beyond my fingers." So pull it, and with the edge of my fingers cut it there, okay? And cut it using what? Cut it using a knife. I don't think this mic's doing much, so I'm going to put it down. So this is what they said. They said, pull the sleeves of a hair and cut it with the finger's end. They told their son to cut this with a knife, okay? Then their beloved son, Sayyidina Abdullah radiyallahu anhu, cut the sleeves and said, "Oh, their father, cutting it with a pair of scissors would have been much better." He radiyallahu ta'ala, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala said, "Son, leave it as it is, because I saw the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam cutting it in the same way." When it was cut in a zigzag pattern. Imagine cutting a piece of cloth with a knife. Can you even do this? How hard would it be? But they didn't care about this. My beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used a knife to cut their clothes, that's what I'm going to use. They didn't need no logical reason. They didn't need no scientific proof. My beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did this, I'm going to do it this way. This is what they love of the sunnah of the Holy Prophet. Just think about the love. Just like this, Sayyidina Uthman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala once performed wudu, after performing wudu, smiled. And the people there asked, "Why are you smiling?" They said, "Once the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I saw the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam smiling at the same place after making wudu." What do you get after smiling? Making wudu and smiling, what do you get? Nothing. But the beloved Rasul, this was their jazba, this was their enthusiasm, this was their mindset. That they didn't need any logical reason or scientific proof. All they need to know is, this is the way my beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam did it, this is the way I'm going to do it. My last is finished. I don't want to know anything else. I don't need any reason to do something. But the only reason I need is my beloved, the one I say I love, he did it like this, I'm going to do it like this. So look at the enthusiasm, subhanAllah, to act upon the sunnah. They didn't need to ask any questions. But now let's ponder upon our situation again. Whenever we listen to something, what do we need to do? Think about our situation. Whenever we hear about the pious predecessors, the chosen servants of Allah Ta'ala, how they led their life, we need to ponder on our own situations. How do we lead our life? Unfortunately, these days, we feel embarrassed to act upon the sunnah. We feel embarrassed to eat with our hands in front of people. We feel embarrassed to eat with our free fingers when it comes to people, in front of people. This is our situation, and this should not be the case.
we feel the need to copy the footballers of today and copy their hairstyles when the hairstyle of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is zulfain. If you got hair, definitely keep zulfain. If you don't have hair, then may Allah bless you. But if you do have hair, definitely keep zulfain. But you shouldn't feel ashamed to do this because you want to copy the footballers of today. This should not be the case. We need to copy the best of all creation. The one who was the most beautiful creation that Allah Ta'ala ever created. Think about who are you copying? You are copying the most beautiful person, the one who had no imperfections. You are copying that one, the one whose every aspect, every characteristic is the definition of perfect. That's who you are copying. So there's no way you can look bad. There's no way you can look bad when you copy that personality. Everything we do, whether it's walking, whether it's talking, whether it's cutting our nails, whether it's taking our shoes off, everything we do in our life should be according to the sunnah. Should be according to the way our beloved does. Because coming back to the same point, why? Because we love the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We love him so much that we want to be like him. We want to act like him. We want to dress like him. We want our faces to be like him. We want to be remembered. If someone looks at us walking on the street, he should be like, that is a devotee of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is what he should be thinking. He should be saying that, look, is Ashiq Rasul going? How? Because the way he's dressing. Because the way of his face, how his face looks. This is how it should be. Someone, you should confidently be able to say Assalamu alaikum to someone on the street because you know this guy is Ashiq Rasul. These days, unfortunately, you can't tell. You don't know whether to do salam to someone or not. Unfortunately, this is the situation. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. May Allah ta'ala give us all tawfiq to act upon the sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But this time, alhamdulillah, azza wa jal, very briefly, today we have heard that number one, when we get a chance to donate in the path of Allah ta'ala, we should give wholeheartedly. Don't be shy. Okay. Give them crispy £5 note. Give that crispy £10 note. Okay. And the beautiful thing is, on the day of Jum'ah, what happens? On the day of Jum'ah, all your good deeds are multiplied 70 times. You give £1 in the path of Allah ta'ala, what happens? It's like giving 70 pounds. You give £10, it's like what happens? It's like giving 700 quid. Can you imagine donating 700 pounds? You can't. Well, we barely do this. You give 100 pounds, it's like giving 7,000 pounds. All you need to do is whack out that tenner and put it in that basket on the day of Jumu'ah and look how much reward you will get. That's number one, we learn. Number two, what we learn, when we get a command from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what do we need to do? We need to say one word, and that is labbaik. If the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has asked us to do something in this hadith, we need to do this. Number three, we need to act upon the sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't think about the logic. Don't think about. Let me give you one example from the life of Allah Hazrat Rahmatullahi Ta'ala. Once Allah Hazrat Rahmatullahi Ta'ala was Mubarak, we celebrating the blessed month of Safar. Subhanallah. He was sitting at a meal, and the meal hadn't started yet. And they put cucumbers on the dastakhan. And cucumbers, eating cucumbers is the sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now he asked for the cucumber and he ate one of them. Then he ate a second one. Then he ate a third one. And then everyone following Allah Hazrat Ahmadullah, they stretched their hand to go for the cucumber. But then he said stop, and he asked for all the cucumbers to be brought to him. All the cucumbers on the dastakhan were brought to him. And then what happened? He ate all the cucumbers in one go. And people were shocked. Then how can Allah Rahmatullahi normally eats very less, but today he's eating all these cucumbers and the meal hasn't even started yet. So I asked Azur, what's going on here? And Allah Rahmatullahi said that the first one I ate was bitter, it was sour. The second one I had was bitter. The third one I had was bitter. So I didn't want anyone else to spit this sunnah of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because to eat the cucumber is sunnah, I didn't want people to spit this up. This is the level of respect. And in today's day and age, subhanallah, Amir al-Sunnah, the founder and leader of Dawud Islam. If we look at his life, Allahu Akbar, how he has so many muris, millions you can say. He is such a great personality, but still he sits on the floor to eat. He will sleep on a chatai. And look and listen to this. Amir al-Sunnah, when he goes to sleep, once he was sleeping with a vest, the ones that come up to here, okay? And then he asked next day that I don't want to sleep in this vest anymore. Give me the one with the strips, okay? I want to sleep with a stripped vest because when I go to sleep, it is a sunnah to have the marks of the chatai on your shoulder. And because I can't act upon this sunnah with the vest with the shoulder one, I want the other vest. This is their level. These are the true Ashiq Rasul, the true men of Allah Ta'ala, the true ones who say that they are the lovers of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So this is the third thing we did. In this month, my dear son, whether it's in the month of Rabiul Awwal and even after this, we celebrate the blessed Milad of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We praise him by reading the Naat. We say, Marhaba ya Mustafa. We say,